Utah State, when it came open, it was a known commodity for me because actually just a few years earlier, another school in the conference had reached out about the possibility of coming here and so of coming into the Mountain West. So I had done a lot of research, and so I already knew a little bit about Utah State. But the more I dug, I learned a lot about the past of the program. There's a lot of success, a lot of potential here. The resources, the beauty of the Cache Valley, what the community is about. So it became a bit of a no-brainer from a professional standpoint.
It was the only school that offered me. Coming out of high school and club, I was really drawn to being close enough to my family, but also far enough away where it felt new.
Being able to come on campus and just hear how much everyone loved Utah State and their retention rate was super good. So it just made me want to be part of something where I would actually love what I do, not just doing it for college. I just wanted to love soccer for my whole life.
Soccer's not even a question when playing sports, and I didn't really have anyone to teach me little things about soccer, so it was always on my own. And I'm the first generation on both sides to go to college. Getting the opportunity to go to college, it's okay, I want to make my family proud. I want to be the first one to do this. And so that's when I started asking for a lot of help to kind of help myself realize, okay, I can do other things that I'm not used to.
The family atmosphere and environment that I felt around here was special.
I mean, we can compete with anyone on any given day if we can find a way to be at our best. And in order to do that, we have to look at each individual player for what their strengths are, what their areas of opportunity are. I really wanted the job, so I spent some time scouting the team, scouting the roster, see what the strengths were, which I was excited about, but I also wanted to hit the ground running with having already a plan of how we were going to make the team better.
A lot of coaches, when they first come in, they cut a lot of players, they bring new people in, but that wasn't what he wanted from us.
And it had to be revolving around the players that were here.
And it worked out really good because everyone was bought into the mission that he had coming in was to, of course we're going to have a Mountain West Championship mindset. Of course, And so from the first year, we went in believing that we could do it.
I will never forget the first time I met Manny. It was on his visit here to Utah State, and I was with Diarra and Kelsey Kafusi. What I loved about him was this belief that he had in our program, and he was so well-spoken.
His passion for the game is what we've never heard in a coach before. I think he was the right choice for our program. We knew he could take us to the next level.
He actually came with a little IDP, which is an individual development plan, which I had never seen or experienced before with a coach. Kind of laid the foundation to us of his vision, his goals, and the belief that he had in our program that we could be successful was a huge driving factor for me to stay.
The Mountain West is a gauntlet because, you have teams at 8,000 feet, teams at sea level, some locations where you stay in one hotel and play 2 games, and then places where you're flying in between. So it was a lot of learning for me. I learned a lot of what we could do that I didn't know we could do. Just again, how they adapted to our playing style, to our principles of how we wanted to play, how committed they were to it, and then really just the ability to be competitive.
We didn't feel there was more that we needed to do, but when Manny came in, it was oh my gosh, we have so much work to do.
You could feel through the sessions that everything was very methodical and thought through, that okay, this functional work is going to help the midfielders provide more services or get more shots on goal.
I've seen how professional teams are run, and the way he runs teams are very similar. He's very organized in the way he approaches everything. Everything is trying to get better every day, 1% better. And that's something he's implemented since day one, and we've already made such drastic changes just from the first year he started doing things. And so when he first came to Utah State, the first day of practice, he just brought the energy. He was on us, and it was like, okay, here we go. This is college.
We were grinders. We were really a team that if it came down to the wire, we were gonna outwork anyone.
So like after practice, we would be like, okay, so like we're not done. Let's go into the weight room. Let's be better. So I think taking that into each practice, each like competition, it really like worked out for us.
Definitely something to be proud of is that season we had, I think, the longest winning streak start to a season.
We all had beliefs that we could win and be successful, but being coached under Manny is not easy by any means. But I think we were all excited and up for the challenge that he was presenting to us, and obviously we saw it pay off with the wins and our success that we had our first year.
Everything we do it so that one, we never have to really make decisions under emotion. So emotional control is really important for us. So preparation is key. So we always talk about anything we are doing now in January is so that come November, we don't have to worry about this game is bigger than any other game. We are at our best when we're doing the things that we're comfortable with, and no one in the country is better than us at being us. So we try to make minimal changes, and we never focus on it being a do or die. It's just another game, but we also take every game like a championship.
Going into the tournament, it was like we were being treated like superstars, like we never really experienced that before. So I think everything was new, and we were on a high as a team, just making it into the conference. Like, this is what we wanted for a very long time, and being here, especially like with Manny, it felt like everything was now coming into place.
Obviously the biggest goal at the end of the day is to win the tournament, become Mountain West champions. But we had reached heights that we never did before. 7-1-1 into conference play was huge for our confidence, but I definitely think that we accomplished our goals and some in that first year. And again, we wanted to make Manny and Aaron and Jess proud.
I was really proud of them. I mean, again, getting into the tournament was quite the achievement. Advancing to the semifinal, I think it was a game that either team could have won. And for us, being a team that wasn't very experienced in the tournament with a new coach, new staff, a lot of changes, to get into that position and push the eventual winner to a double overtime, I was really proud. I mean, I felt that group really established a foundation for what the future is going to be.